There we go.
I read it.
What? And good morning. Hey. Look at this. It's Swami Lash.
Far from being a
Swami Lash is here.
Far from being a
The
Swami.
Swami.
You almost got him all confused, you know.
That's right.
Huh?
I think I'm here on the wrong day.
He's like, oh,
I
I thought
know.
today was Friday.
What the hell am I, a day ahead or what?
Well, the funny thing is we have a chat, right?
Yep.
You know, with all of us from here, and he's always chatty. You know, when it's about certain subjects.
Okay.
But when you start talking about, like, you don't hear from him. And he's like, oh. Paul Lash, I'm pissed. Why didn't anybody tell me? Swami.
Far from being a Swami.
So Paul's gonna attempt to read cards.
Oh, forget it.
Just give it a shot, man.
It's almost like me trying to read literature. You ever try to read literature?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yes,
It's
same
tough.
thing.
Oh, this is worse.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Just give it a shot. See what happens.
Can read.
Lisa, how would you explain it to somebody that would be doing this for the first time?
Just whatever the impression of the card that you get. So if you look at the card, what do you get off the card? So if I was to show you this card, what do you get off it? What do you see?
A woman that's really ticked off.
Okay, so that's
Yeah, okay.
basically how you would take it.
Yeah.
So that's the 10 of Cups. She's got a lot of things going on in her mind. You know, she's overthinking things. Like things are like coming, you know, into play. Like she needs to take all these ideas that she has up here and do something with them. That's how I take it.
Either that or she's a wine drinker and she's thinking about all that wine she's going to have at night.
Okay, there you go.
She's happiness.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She is
Now
happy.
he looks angry to me.
Hey, look, he's angry.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, and
Who is
isn't that's the symbol for? Isn't that the symbol?
Infinity.
Infinity. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So with the magician,
See?
he's got the infinity symbol. He's got a bunch of tools down here, so he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Even though his face says that he's angry.
Yeah. Looks like he's got a shaver there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a knife. That's
Yep,
right.
that's
I
a
saw
sword.
the edge of the
Look
knife.
at his face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Let me see.
Oh, he definitely looks angry.
It was fabulous. Fabulous.
I can see you see things different.
That's the point.
That's the point. Everybody sees how
That's
things
the
how
point.
they want.
Yeah.
Everybody's
like, so
different.
This book, there's a definition guide in here.
Oh, really?
I don't ever use this. I throw it away because it's whatever I get from the
Oh,
cards.
so you throw away directions all the time. I got you.
I do. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Laura says good morning.
Good morning.
How about that Aurora Borealis last
That
night?
was gorgeous. I loved it. I took a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
You were sleeping?
I was. Slept right through it.
I was sleeping.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I
I've seen a
was-
lot of pictures, yeah.
I was on my way home from Hanks.
Oh.
It was like 7:30.
Oh.
You were sleeping at 7:30?
Where was I at 7:30?
Because
I
that's
was
when it
here.
That's when
actually.
it started. Was 7:30.
No, I was here working. I
And
was here
then
working till like 9.
My daughter texted me again at 10:20, and she said they're going again. So, yeah.
The end is nigh.
It does not.
It's coming, Paul. I think Paul's convinced the apocalypse is near.
There's a lot of things going on in this world that are.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. I think Mother Nature's trying to purge and stuff like that.
Oh,
so-
great. Well, Joyce,
Good
luck.
I was sure it's Mother Nature.
Well, I look at it this way: we've like
There is no
totally eliminated all of our natural resources, like pretty much like our barriers, our like natural barriers from weather by cutting down all these trees, doing
Yeah.
all this other stuff. So what's going to happen when storms come through? They're going to wipe everything out because
There's
there's
nothing there to hold it.
no walls to stop it.
Yeah.
So we're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that.
Yeah.
I agree.
good luck, Joyce.
Joyce would blow away. So she got extra shoes on today, so that way there it can hold her in place.
Oh,
and she's got 4 inches
look
on
at that.
her
Nice,
now.
nice. So you're artificially 4 inches taller.
Yeah.
At least a good 3.
It's like being on stilts.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Cause watch, stand up, because usually
here we
she's
go.
way down here. No, stand up. Stand up.
Oh boy.
So see,
Yeah.
she's usually up to here on me.
Wow.
I'm really short.
So
She's 4'10", right?
no,
No,
4'8".
4'8", yeah. That really is. That's Lilliputian right there.
Yeah. Well, if she's not a little person.
Here she is. 4'8".
Are you considered a little person?
No.
No, I didn't think
Well,
so.
why not? 4'8" is
Because her
considered.
doctor didn't diagnose her as a little person. Technically, she is a little person.
I would think so.
We had a conversation at the hairdressers yesterday
Because
about her
I
falling
was-
over.
I used to be 4'11".
So now what are you?
What'd you
4'10"?
do? Did something get amputated? What? I mean,
No, I just shrunk.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
you're
Yeah. but that's a lot.
Your spine,
no.
your
My
spine
mom
shrinks.
was 5'2" at one
Spine
point,
strength.
and yeah, and she
As you get older.
she went down to, I think she was Joyce's height, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, you could end up at 3'6".
No, but
I could.
You
I
could.
I
could.
could literally.
I think you get that. They say you could shrink up to 6 inches.
Wow.
Oh, come
Holy
on.
I'm
moly.
pretty sure. I'm gonna Google it.
Wow.
Oh, let's wait. Laura says headache for 2 days, and I'm blaming the solar flares.
Yeah, it's bad. The solar flares are bad.
Here's a question, and this is actually a very good question. It's from Cortland. Does the Northern Lights, do they have any effect on psychic activity?
Yes.
Like what? Explain.
Just in general, the energy that comes in through them can heighten that psychic activity.
So you got?
Yeah, pretty much. Hold on.
He asked a good question. You give him like a half it because
Well, that's because I'm reading. So it
you're
says-
too worried to see how much you can shrink.
It says you start shrinking 1/4 of an inch to 1/3 of an inch after the age of 40.
Oh man.
And you can lose between 30 and 70, you can lose at least up to 2 inches.
Oh my God.
I
I used to be 6'8".
No. Oh God.
yeah, so it's
See, you know what it is? People don't see the difference because they're shrinking
Yeah.
as you are.
yeah.
So everything's
So-
relative.
As far as the solar flares, it's because of the energy that comes in with them. It can actually heighten a lot of paranormal events and stuff like that because the spirits use that energy to manifest, to do things. So it's like almost like empowering. It's like giving them a jolt of electricity.
Okay.
So people that normally would not pick things up like that may be questioning things that they're hearing, seeing, having problems sleeping because of dreams, like weird dreams and everything else. So like the dreams could be heightened, having a hard time like just in general falling asleep because every little like noise or every little like thing like keeps you awake. So
I have to have noise when I fall asleep, but it has to
I
be
have a white noise machine.
yeah, but it has to be a certain type of noise, right? So, I can't really have the TV on because if I do, I'll kind of like this, but I'll be listening to the show and
Yeah, I have to
laughing
have
and
pitch
stuff.
black anyway. So
Yeah,
but noise.
yeah. I got to have a fan on or
Yep.
something like that. Something that's just
Yep.
like that.
It's an ambient noise for you
Yeah.
to relax to. Yep.
Welcome to ASMR, SNSN Radio. ASMR. ASMR is a thing. You don't even know what it is.
Nope.
Look that up.
What is it?
ASMR.
I think I've heard it.
It's things that are satisfying. Like noises, like
ASMR.
yeah. Forget it.
What happened right here?
That makes an ass out of you and me.
Oh, it's
Oh, wait a minute. That's ASMR.
a tingling sensation that usually begins at the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine.
Right.
Mm.
But it's things that give that to you, like like maybe a particular voice or a sound. Or do you ever hear things that are just satisfying? The noise is just satisfying.
Yeah, but when I get a tingling down the back of my spine, it's usually not from something that's satisfying. It usually means that there's a spirit energy that's coming in, and it's like,
Oh, okay.
and it's not good.
All right, Laura would like a card. Get to stepping, ladies. Get to stepping. Joyce, you're funny.
You gotta love Joyce. So I got the 3 of Swords for Laura.
All right, what does Paul get out of it? So this is Laura that wants this card, and that's the card that was chosen for her. And what do you get out of that?
It just looks like a woman talking to somebody.
Okay.
Standing in front of an ordinance, raising her hand, talking with her hands.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
Okay.
Nope, that's fine.
But see, there's no right or wrong. There's really
So the 3 of Swords to me is like decisions that have to be made. Like, does she want to take that next step to get that other sword? Like, is she's kind of like reaching out for it? Does she want to take
the
it?
other one. You can see the other one's off in the distance.
Yep. So like, there's something coming in. So there's always like something at her grasp that she wants to take, but not sure if she wants to. So this tells me, you can see like the path going up to it. See how it's spiraling?
Yep.
So it tells me that the path may be a little bit like windy and stuff like that, but what you're going to get out of it is what you need to look at. So she does have some decisions that she has to make.
Okay.
Temperance. It's an angel. Temperance angel. She's good. She is gonna make everything go.
She's gonna get taller.
She hasn't had her coffee this morning.
I gotta gotten your coffee, Joyce.
I forgot what I'm saying. I forgot the words.
Temperance.
Oh. She's gonna make everything better. Like, go ahead. That's what you were saying.
She makes everything better and keeps it balanced.
Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. Spit it out there, Joyce. Spit it out.
And she got the 9 of Gabriel, which means keep going ahead. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Gabriel.
Wow.
Those are Archangel cards.
Oh, okay. I was saying I've never seen you pull those before.
Yeah, they're Archangel cards.
Yeah, those are the big cards.
Those are the big ones.
Those are the big boys.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's funny because Doreen Virtue, the lady that makes those cards, is a holier than now Christian.
She doesn't believe
she
in
doesn't
these.
believe in anything like that anymore.
She has tons of cards.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. So she
Yeah.
even gets angry when people read her cards and has requested everybody take her cards
And
down
burn
for
them.
sale and burn them, and they're the devil's way
Oh,
because she met a guy.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's following his beliefs now.
Oh.
Yep.
Are there 52 cards in the deck, or is there? A
No,
certain
so
number? How
each
much?
deck is just depends. Mine has 78.
Wow.
72, I think.
Yours is 72. I have extra cards in here.
Wow.
So, yeah.
How about pulling up a card for Paul?
Oh boy.
Watch, we'll get an X-rated card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, that one jumped right out.
That's
There
not
was
good.
there was a lot of them.
That's not good. Oh my God.
Here it is.
That was.
That
I
was it.
said it was
Cow.
gonna be. Did you see that one?
No.
Okay. I'll shoot it over to Mike. We can't show that one.
Oh my goodness. Woof.
So I will tell you what you got. You did get the Lover's card. It tells me that
And it's naked. They're naked.
they are very naked. So
It's like Adam and Eve.
you are very compassionate with your partners and stuff like that, or people that you're around. Um, you have a good, strong bond and connection with people. So that's what that card says. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Do you see any future for Paul in that
Oh,
card?
yeah. I don't really. I'm afraid of the future.
Maybe he's gonna get lucky soon.
Queen of Wands.
No.
What's the Queen of Wands tell him?
That's the witchy card.
Witchy.
She's nice. She has the sun all the time with her. She got the little sunflower,
Yeah.
so it means everything shines.
Oh.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too.
Yeah.
And you got the King of Ariel. Success, stable, accomplishment, and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Using resources wisely.
Yeah. Especially that CERT program. That's going great, huh?
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Just don't rip me up one of those black ones.
The what?
The dark cards.
I'm ready for that.
Oh
yeah.
my God! I thought you were like you're going all racist on me for a
No,
minute.
no.
No, the dark. I knew what he meant.
The dark
The
magic
dark
cards.
magic cards.
Yeah, I don't need any.
They do have they have a lot of it's kind of interesting because I was telling her yesterday because I was ordering books for the shop because the new witches
Yeah.
calendars and date books are coming out,
Oh,
so
boy.
they're out. So I ordered a bunch of them, but there's a lot of hoodoo books out and a lot of hoodoo cards coming out.
What's
So-
the difference between hoodoo and voodoo?
So hoodoo is a form of black magic for the good. So they use it for the good.
It's like
Voodoo is like they don't care. They don't.
Right, okay.
They don't worry about the karma coming back on them or anything like that. So
See, I never knew. I have-
yeah.
I
So
have no
there is
idea.
a lot of like stuff going around about hoodoo and stuff like that. Also a lot more of darker cards that I've seen coming through that do like talk about sickness, death, like crazy stuff like that. So
Do you what's your thought on what's happening in the Middle East right now?
as far as Iran and Israel,
Yeah.
So I always remember growing up, going to school and stuff like that, and going to church because we had to go to church, and they always said you don't mess with Israel because that's God's people.
Yeah.
You know, those are the chosen people. But I also do believe that people can manifest things to happen. So everybody saying and worrying about World War III happening because of this going down can actually create
World War.
World War III. You see what I'm saying? So like it can like manifest it itself because of that fear that if you mess with those people,
Right. Okay.
everything's going to happen. So I think, politics and religion to me is all just out there to put fear in people. It's a way of control.
Okay.
So that's how I look at it.
What about psychic
Um,
ability? I mean, you could kind of construe that as the same thing.
So I don't think it.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I don't think like everything that happens over there. I don't think it's to the magnitude that social media and everything is putting it out there.
It never is.
So
It never is.
I mean, they've been.
It's like they're not
fighting-
eating the dogs. They're not
Yeah,
eating the
exactly.
cats,
They've
you know?
been they've been fighting. Some of these.
Yeah.
It's
Never
been
mind.
going on for years.
Yeah, exactly. So this is something that there's been fighting over there for
2,000 years.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not just because it's just now that people are like average. Sorry, it's just now that
Did
people
you
are
slug
average.
her?
No, but I talk with my hands, so she's like, yeah.
all right.
It's just now that people are really, really talking about it. So,
Okay.
and are they talking about it to instill fear into people? Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's what it's all about. Fear is control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That is true.
And that's what the spirit world says. So with the vaccine and stuff like that they put out there, okay, for COVID and all these other vaccines. You got the flu, you got shingles, COVID, what else? You got pneumonia, RSV, so they have a lot of vaccines out there. I don't usually get vaccines, but when COVID went around and people are like, "Oh, you're going to get massively sick from it. This is going to happen." Well, for one, you can get sick from any vaccine you take if your
Sure.
body doesn't react to it. So I actually connected to one of my guides, and I was like, "Do I get the COVID vaccine? Like, I want to see what it's all about. It's not going to happen to me." And they kind of chuckled and they said, "Just go ahead and get it. It's nothing." They said that it's just a form of control on the people. So, and I was like, "Okay."
Okay. So, okay. All right.
Yeah. So I think everything that's going on over there is just being
You think it's a diversion?
possibly.
To what?
I don't know. I never really connected to find that out.
I find that, Paul, tell me if you agree or disagree. I find that a lot of things that happen in the world, people will excuse it for some sort of diversion. Anything can be diversion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because there's always going to be minor and major things that happen in this world, right?
Yeah.
That are newsworthy. I think the word diversion is thrown out a little too much. I think that's like diversion is like another. It's like a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So
I don't think everything's a diversion. I think things just happen.
I think it's something that is just happening, and like I said, I still think it's like a way to control people.
Right, but I don't always
Fear.
think it's a way to get you to think about something else instead of the main problem
I think
or whatever
it's
that
a
might
way,
be.
So
It's all speculative, right? And it's all
Yes.
interpretive.
So
Like
I'm
dance.
not a big fan of government in general. I don't think anybody should be in control of anybody. I think we have a right to do our own thing, pretty much. So when they actually were putting a scare out of COVID and this coming in and this coming in and SARS and then all this other stuff, then that stuff people were starting to do their own thing. Then they started putting out the whole UFO things, that the UFOs were real and this and that. So that was another scare tactic to put people, oh my God, we're being invaded. And even now, there's some people that go on these Facebook forums like Plainfield Residents or Griswold Now or anything like that. Oh, did you hear the air raids, sirens going off? Are we being invaded? I'm like, really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But
a lot of things
That all the
happen
time,
that you kind of say, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah.
You question it. You say, did somebody do that? You
Yeah.
know?
Rich Canova says, I would like Paul to read a card for me.
Oh. There you go. You get to shuffle.
I got to shuffle them?
Yeah. Shuffle them and see what comes out. If nothing falls out when you're shuffling, you just reach your hand in and grab a card.
I haven't shuffled cards in a long time.
And pick a card and whatever you feel. That's the card you want?
Yeah.
All right. So read it.
Four people looking up at the sky.
Show the camera your card. Tilt it a little bit. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because this is a glare. That's all. I'm sorry.
Those are the bad boys of SNSN.
Oh, Jesus.
Looking down the road for the future.
Okay.
Are there four of you?
Well,
Are there four main
there
characters?
at least me, Paul, Rich, Canova now, and Wayne. And then you got the Loslicks, that show
Yeah.
up once in a while. So, yeah. Ease on down the road.
Yeah.
What does it say? Future is bright.
Could be.
Because
Could be the future's bright.
Waiting for the promised land.
Yeah. Looking ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing pretty good.
See, look at you, Paul. Look at you,
man.
But what about Rich, just himself?
Well,
You
it's
get
hard,
any-
it's hard to tell which one is rich.
Okay.
They all have.
They all kind of look the
Well,
same.
they all have hoods on. Well, they got a lot of hair, so I can't.
That
pick
ain't
up-
Rich.
I
No.
can't pick up Rich.
Rich doesn't have neither Rich has hair, so
Yeah, so I can't tell, but yeah, it just poor people looking up the road, thinking of the future. So like that. I mean, I'm not good at this stuff, so
no, you did fine.
No, you did fine because it basically is. And if you
Looking
notice that
into
there's
the future.
fast, there's like he's always looking into the future. What's going to be there for him? So, and is that something that Rich does? Is he's looking forward to something in the future? Is he like waiting for something to come in?
I
like,
think he is.
Yep. So I would say that that's what's going
Yeah.
on.
I think he is waiting for something to come in.
We all are.
Yeah.
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 Publishers Clearinghouse.
So it
yeah.
says that, right? It says that that's actually, he's waiting. It's things that are going to happen for him, and
Yeah. Well, he's
You know,
holding
he-
a stick to hold himself up.
Well,
it shows that like he does have support too. Right?
That's a good point.
Yeah, a lot of support
A lot of support.
around him.
Yeah.
do you find it's that somebody who's for the first time, like Paul, that's trying to read these or maybe get some sort of interpretation, kind of looks too deep and then thinks too hard about it
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah, so like you got to go with what's first popping in your head. So like when he started like looking up, exactly looking forward to something. So that's what you would go with.
Paul's
And then
real
he's like,
skeptical.
okay,
Yeah.
well, who, which
And you're,
one?
and you're all going together. to the same
Exactly.
spot.
Yeah.
So whatever it is.
we're all going straight to hell.
No, they all have the same. They all have the same thing that they want to. It's one goal, and their goal is they're all working together to get to that one spot.
He's got it. Yeah. There you go.
Look at Paul.
Got a new job.
So it doesn't pay much. But yeah.
Paul, the new Swami.
Yep. If he wears the Swami hat.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did very good.
Yeah.
So all looking
very
forward to
good.
the goals. Yeah.
Very good. Don't tell Wayne he's been replaced.
He'll be all upset.
Nah, he won't care. He won't care. Wayne's on assignment.
He is on assignment.
He's on assignment.
A secret assignment.
That's it.
Yeah.
So Joyce, how long have you been doing this? Have you been doing this just because you befriended Lisa, or did you do any of this before her, or
I've been
just-
doing it for about 20 years.
okay?
Oh.
I wasn't sure. I
I
don't
just
really
get
know.
nervous.
Damn, really?
She hasn't done like any like radio shows. She's done fairs.
You've been doing this almost a year now. You think
Yeah,
that
she's done fairs.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but it's different, like because how she sees it. It's like there's an audience. Like she can't see the person, if that makes sense. So she doesn't. So she has an audience where in a fair it's one-on-one. There's not like an audience watching you.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Right?
She's checking out
Yeah.
of this. What is your specialty? If you said you had a specialty, like is it cards? Is it intuitiveness? Is it mediumship?
I don't do mediumship.
No. Okay. Oh boy.
No,
No.
I read cards.
You read cards. Okay. Do you ever do it with just a regular conventional deck of cards?
No. Yeah, I have, but only for myself, fooling around.
Okay. How do you feel about Ouija boards?
No.
No. Yes.
But
I have
if
a
somebody
few.
else is doing it,
Maybe that's what
would-
we should do at the shop today. Crack out my spirit boards.
You wanna hear some? This is something that's kind of freaky. Is when I was, I don't know, maybe 19 or so, before I got married the first time. Tina was up, and she was actually this was her. She brought a Ouija board.
Does not surprise me.
Okay, and she told me I was gonna have twins,
Yeah.
which could have happened because my grandfather was a twin. So it skips a generation, and
But usually twins run on the female side.
okay, well, anyway,
So like Chelsea can have twins.
right, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, when Nicholas was born, It was kind of a wonky pregnancy anyway, but when Nicholas was born and he came out, a second sack came out.
Yeah.
And the joke's always been, Nick, what happened? He goes, I ate him.
Yep, that's true. Ate my twin in one. I did the same thing. So.
So, but you kind of wonder,
Yeah.
if there's a twin on the other side, a twin flame somewhere for Nicholas.
Can happen.
Yeah. I just thought, I've always remembered that. I always thought it was kind of eerie that she had said that. And then I remembered it after, a second amniotic sac came out.
Yeah.
And there was nothing formed or anything like that, but
The sac was there, so.
yes. I don't know.
And one twin can absorb the other. Like one egg can absorb the other egg.
Gotcha.
So that can happen.
Is he fat?
What? Is he fat?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's what she said. She wants
No,
to know if he ate
she
the
is not.
twin.
Oh, he may have, but he's 6'3", and no, he's not. He's not. He's slender, very slender.
He didn't eat.
She didn't eat him.
It's not like drinking a Boost shake, Joyce. It's
Oh my goodness gracious. You can't make this shit up.
believe that. Hey, why don't you grab the tumblers so you can show which ones are going to be available at your shop that we
You get to see him.
Oh my god.
So we got
Those are cute.
spooky ghosts.
Hold on a minute. Let me. So that one right there, that's one of them that you can get at Crystal Visions, and we make them right here. You're too slow. I mean, you're too fast. You show them too fast and put them away too fast. Yeah, you're gonna let people see them. That is a fun one right there.
I like that one. That was this one. And then we have Spooky Seasons.
Ooh.
Let me turn it this way first so you can read it. Spooky Seasons.
Come down a little bit. There you go.
Could have used that one for the Day of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then we
El
have
Día de Muerto.
The Mummy.
The baby mummy. And any of these designs, you can either go to Crystal Visions and get them, or you can find them in snsnonline.com. snsnonline.com.
And we might have them available at the Psychic Fair as well.
Ooh.
So it says Hot Girl Summer. Move over Hot Girl Summer. It's Spooky Bitch.
Spooky bitch season. These are all 20-ounce cups with dual wall stainless steel construction. So what that means, it'll keep your hot beverages hot. It'll keep your cold beverages cold. It'll hold ice for hours and hours and hours.
And then the Hocus Pocus.
Oh, yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
How about that?
Rich says, "Great job, Paul. You are the new Swami."
Yeah.
Sweet.
So those are we have a whole bunch of others too online. Let me ask you a question. Did you when you well, I'll ask you that offline.
How much of it?
I don't know what Lisa sells them for. You have to ask her.
How much of it?
I don't know yet.
She don't know yet.
Give me a break.
Not too many people in today. I think they're not familiar. Of course, that Psychic Thursday is not on a Friday, but it is on a Friday. So
Today, yes.
today, yeah.
So Joyce is all excited. She'll get breakfast 2 days this week.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, because I got her breakfast. We went to breakfast yesterday, and we go to breakfast today.
Nice. Look at
It's the
Joyce.
only reason why I came.
Your
Yeah.
breakfast.
I almost
You get
fell
breakfast?
backwards off the stool.
Tonight we have 2 ECC games of the week. That's going to be a soccer doubleheader. So if you're not a football fan, watch soccer.
Well, it is football.
It is football, just another form. It's NFA. The first game is going to be a girls soccer game. It'll be NFA versus East Lyme. And the second game is a boys soccer game. It's NFA versus St. Bernard's.
Oh.
So. Starts at 5 o'clock. Game 1. On the air. SNSN YouTube.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah, I brought a jacket this time.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like 40.
Last week, yeah.
It was like 35 this morning.
Yeah, it was chilly.
Yeah, I last week I was out of the booth, for a game. I'm like, this is too cold.
Oh, yeah. It's cold.
Yeah,
It's
so-
cold now. Yeah.
I gotta go water my pellets.
I don't need to know about that. I've never had anybody just say, I got to go water my
I gotta
pellets.
go water pellets.
I still got some from last year. What do you use?
Huh?
I still have last year's pellets.
I got one bag.
Oh, I got them.
Why do you water pellets?
Order.
Water.
Oh, I think you should water them.
No, I gotta go
That's
water.
like, what the
my
hell?
Well,
pellets.
the good thing about water, they swell up so they get more out of your money,
Right, that's true.
All right, so that's tonight. The ECC games of the week. That's tonight. Starting at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock for those. And when's your psychic fair?
The 19th, October 19th, from 10 to 4 in our back parking lot. So
That's on Railroad Avenue.
Railroad Ave, 40 Railroad Ave. Well, it's called Village Complex something. Is the parking lot where Flex Gym is.
Yeah.
So that's where we're having it.
What about in the event of adverse weather?
So it would be Sunday, but I already checked. It's going to be 68 degrees and sunny.
Oh, okay.
And then we have another one after that, the week after. That's our Halloween themed one.
Uh-huh.
So that's October 26th, and we will be doing a costume contest during that one.
Do you think a psychic wouldn't know the weather is going to be like in the future?
Wow.
See, I never said I'm a psychic.
Well,
I'm a medium.
you read the card.
Yep, read the card. That's it.
So,
Ha. Are you a psychic, Joyce, or are you no, you're a psychic, or you just read?
I'm a psychic.
Wow. What's the difference between somebody that reads cards and somebody that is psychic?
So I don't believe anybody's psychic. I don't believe anybody can actually portray the future because you're in charge of your own destiny. So people that say that they're a psychic medium, if they're psychic and can see the future, then they can pick their own lottery numbers.
Yeah.
So I do believe that people have gifts like being intuitive readers and interpret the cards and giving that advice.
Okay.
It just happens to go with whatever's going on with people. Like I do a card of the day every day for our website, and people will read it, and like I'll have like 15, 20 people say, oh my God, that card resonates with me so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because of what's going on in their life at that point. Okay. So then with me talking to the other side, I do believe everybody has the gift and ability to communicate with spirit on the other side because they just connect with the energy part of that source. So like when you die, you just die. Like people say, oh, I'm just dead. Like there's no afterlife, but there is. The conscious actually has been proven to.
Your consciousness?
Yeah, has been proven to move on because it's
We
pure
can't kill energy. I mean,
Exactly,
energy doesn't
you
go away.
can't. So even if you
But
turn
where
on-
does it go?
It goes into whatever they want it to be at. So wherever you want to portray your energy to go to when you leave this body, that's where you go. So I think everybody's like afterlife is different.
you better hope you're going up and not down.
I don't think there.
I
I don't
think
have a
there is a
belief
hell.
in.
There's no hell.
No.
If you look at what the Bible says hell is, they talk about it being very docile, a lot of sickness, a lot of like pain and suffering. Isn't that what we're going through now?
That's true.
You know, so there is a lot of pain and suffering and mental anguish and hurt and sadness right here. So I think that this is what people portray as hell.
I just have a hard time thinking, and this is just my own personal view, that, well, let me ask you, Paul. Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Let's say a child did something that was heinous. Now, I'm not talking about any of your kids.
I know.
Let's say a child that's not your child, or is your child, but really not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joe is your son.
Okay.
All right. Joe goes out and kills somebody, dismembers them. I mean, completely horrible and horrific, everything. Do you stop loving him?
No, because he's part of you.
It's unconditional love.
Do you banish him to the lake of fire, never to be heard from again?
That's coming now. That's a good question. You probably would not have any dealings with them, but you wouldn't banish them. You'd think about them. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I could never, ever do that.
I couldn't turn my back on any of my kids for any, no matter what they do.
I could never do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care what they do. You know, because I'll always have memories of like when they were
oh,
6.
of course.
You know what I mean? But still,
But there'll be
You know what
times
I'm
when
saying?
but if they did something, you probably wouldn't. I mean, there probably have been times.
you don't have to like what they did.
Yeah, but there probably have been times in your life where your kids probably did something you didn't talk to them.
Of course.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean you stop loving
No, I
them
know
and
that.
you
No.
want them to go to the lake of fire and you never see them again
No.
and that's it.
No.
Burn, baby, burn.
No.
See, now that's where I have a problem with religion.
Yeah, because religion tells you that.
I'm not talking about spirituality or anything. I'm talking about religion.
Structured religion.
Structured
Yes.
religion. If you do something bad, you're going straight to hell.
Well,
You're gonna burn
that's
up.
because that's the way they taught you.
Yeah,
back
because
then.
it's instill and fear.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
you.
that's what they taught you.
Yeah.
back
Still
then.
unfair.
Yeah. I don't personally, I don't see if what they teach you is God is a perfect love. Boy, we're getting into really some
Yep.
weird
Wow.
stuff, right? Compared to what we normally do. But if it's a perfect love, is a perfect love banishing your child to hell?
So I don't know if I ever told you this story about my granddaughter. She went to Bible camp, which hey, you know, she wanted to go. My daughter asked me to go in and pick her up one day, so I went in and picked her up, and we're leaving. And you remember this because we went back to the shop, and she says to me, she goes, "Mama," she says, "what the church tells you isn't real." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "because you didn't burn when you walked in there, and you're a witch." I was like, "Oh, okay," you know. And she says, and she goes, "Mama," she said, "I got another question." She said, "If all are welcome in the kingdom of God, why is it that if you do something bad, you're not allowed into the kingdom of heaven? If all is supposed to be forgiven." This was like a few years ago. So where does
Yeah, I
what
don't
are
know.
they telling them?
I think everybody like these cards has their own interpretation
Yep.
of
And everybody interprets things differently.
Yeah.
The Bible is written by man, and each
Mhm.
person that reads it interprets it the way they want.
So I agree with you where everybody has their own
Mhm.
reality and everybody has their own heaven.
Yep.
And all that kind of stuff. I don't well I guess I what I'm trying to say is that I'm more in belief of what they call the laws of attraction.
Mhm.
All right. And when you say that laws of attraction, they think, oh, you mean like, between a boy and a girl or whatever. No, it's about what you do and what you say, which, out of your own consciousness,
what you
that
put out there is
you're,
what you get.
you're drawing
Mhm.
to yourself.
Yeah. So if you're
And
a
everybody's
negative
different.
person,
You're going to
you're
get
going to
negative.
get negativity
Yeah.
back. Yep.
And I know some people too that just swoon in negativity.
Yep.
and they can't get out of it because they're constantly their negativity breeds.
My brother-in-law.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes.
Well, no, I know some like and it just breeds more negativity, and they can't do anything about it.
And you look at their health situation when that happens. So usually people that breed negativity, they're usually very sickly. They usually have a lot of aches and pains. They usually have a lot of problems going on in their life. And it's because that's what they're putting out there.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll tell you with my brother-in-law, it's true because he's a good guy. And now he thinks positive and he's getting better. And since he got a positive attitude, but he's still got to get rid of some of the negative.
Right. It's hard, you know. I mean, I can say that in my world.
and
Years
if you
ago,
complain about stuff.
yeah. Well, that's what it was like with me.
Yeah.
You know, when I was, I don't know, maybe in my 30s. You know, you kind of just feel that everything's not going well and it's never going to go well, and you just keep cycling in this vortex, right? And
Yeah.
you can't get out of it until you get out of it.
That's why I say you wake up, say today's going to be a good day. I don't care if it's the shittiest day you've ever had.
Yeah, they say
Today's going to be a good day.
They say it takes 21 days to make a habit, 21 days to break a habit.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. I mean, I don't think I'm negative now. I think I'm pretty positive for the most part. And I think that's been reflective of what's happened in my life.
Yep.
You know, so.
Manifestation is actually a thing.
Yeah.
It really
Well, that's what I
is
mean.
a
The laws
thing.
of attraction,
Yep,
manifestation, and all that stuff.
Definitely a thing.
And I think everybody's is different.
Yep.
You know, so they say, are we living in a simulation? You're living in your own simulation.
Yep. It's however
what you
you
are
want to
creating.
make it.
That's what I believe.
Yep.
So it's a lot of people are like, well, it's too much for me.
Oh, you guys getting deep.
Because I think what happens is that people get into religion because it's easy. I don't mean spirituality or belief
Yep.
or
That's
relationship
totally
or
different.
anything like that. I'm talking about a structured religion, right? You know, it's like you go to school, right? You go to school, you have 5 classes, 6 classes a day. Boom, 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 boom. You're out for the day.
Mhm.
Religion has these rules, dun, 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 and
Yep.
these bylaws, dun, 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 dun.
And you have to follow them.
And it's it, and that's all you focus on.
Yeah.
You know, it has nothing to do with anything else.
Right.
So that's the first time I ever described it like that.
Wow.
So
It
Let's
is
get
true.
deep.
So there was a king back in the day when Christianity first started. He actually took out his nephew's eye because his nephew sinned in the eyes of God. So he took his nephew's eye.
Yeah.
What kind of person does that?
yeah,
You know?
I'm not. I don't want you
Who
to.
is he to judge him for sinning and take action to take his eye out
Yeah.
because he sinned in the eye of God? That's
So
what religion does.
so like for example, you know, then people say, well, Minarski, you're just going ahead and crapping on the church. No, I'm not. I'm not at all, because everybody has a thing. And you know what? There's one church that I really kind of resonated with, and that's River Church here in Jewett City on School Street. And the reason is because they read and then they interpret it, and that's it. Then you believe what you want to believe.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, it's non-denominational.
Yeah.
It's very friendly, and to me, it's more about gathering, friendship, camaraderie.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so that's why, you know, and other churches, it's like,
You have to follow rules and do this and do that. Yep.
right,
That's why I'm pagan and not Wiccan either, because
Yeah.
Wiccan is a structured religion of paganism, where you have to follow certain Sabbaths, you have to follow different things.
Right.
And I think that people should have their own choice of what they want to do and what they want to believe in.
got anything, Paul?
No, that's true. I don't believe in a lot of the structure that somebody like the Catholic Church does. I don't, I do what I want.
See, now my
I
dad
do
and
what I want
stepmom
to.
are all about
Yeah,
the
they're
Catholic
very,
Church.
Yeah, I know.
They're
Some
they're
people
very
want
much
that
invested
structure,
in
though,
that.
because they can't live their own lives without that structure. So they feel lost because they don't have that structure. Does that make sense?
I don't know if they feel lost. I
Not
don't,
saying you're not saying you're dad. I'm just saying some people they need that structured
I
environment.
think for some
in
people,
their life.
religion is a crutch.
Yes,
You know,
So,
so I
they
don't think
can't
that's
function without
them.
that.
So
Well, I think today a lot of people's interpretation of religion is changing. You know, a lot of the Catholic kids that went back when I was young, that's not happening today. A lot of people are doing their own thing. You know, they don't really pay much attention to what the Catholic Church. Like Catholic Church says, you can't get married again if you got divorced. Well, that's a crock of baloney.
Yep.
You know, just like they say a priest can't get married. Well, why not? Why can't they get married? What the hell's the difference? You know,
They
so,
say that some of them are married in secret.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, so you know.
So yeah, they're not going to say because then they lose the control.
But that religion has been around for so many hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And they were a bunch of mean bastards.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all right, let's get out of here.
Oh,
Start your weekend. Psychic Thursday on a Thursday next
on a
week.
Thursday next
Yeah,
week.
maybe people will show up too, because they didn't really know today that we did it today. So anyway, all right, have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, and